Our studio for an extended interview the day after the recall election against him was set.
And we have since extended invitations to the 4 Democrats in the race for governor to join us live as well. Kathleen Falk is here this morning to take us up on that offer. And thanks for being here.
Good morning.
Well, let me start. I wanted to start with collective bargaining today. You have pledged to try to restore collective bargaining for public union employees through the budget process. I spoke with Assembly Speaker Jeff Fitzgerald yesterday. He said as long as Republicans are in control of the Assembly, that issue is dead on arrival in the Assembly. How will you overcome that?
Because the only way to restore collective bargaining is through a budget bill. That's why Governor Walker eliminated it that way. You know, I'm from Milwaukee, granddaughter of a bus driver, and I learned early on we have a middle class and better lives, all of us, because of workers' rights, and it's important.
But if they won't pass it through the Assembly, how will it get done in the budget process?
Well, no other candidate has a better way than what I've offered. It's the only way.
Kathleen Falk, I'm curious about these poll numbers that just came out from Marquette University Law School. At the very least, it shows that Tom Barrett can come into the race. He can come in late at the last minute, raise more money than you in a shorter period of time. How angry or maddening is that for you as a candidate when you came out and said, I hope Tom Barrett stays out of this race?
Well, I had said I hoped I'd earn his support, is what I said. But here's what the difference is that, you know, at every point in this last year and a half, the political establishment and insiders predicted it wrong. You know, they said this recall would never get off the ground, and here we are 33 days from recalling a sitting governor. And what I have behind me is this huge coalition that's gotten us this 1 million signatures. Women, environmentalists, teachers, nurses, community organizers, the ones that went door to door all this last year to get those 1 million signatures, they're out there doing that for me now, and so don't count me out yet in the next 5 days.
Let me ask you about education funding. The governor did make deep cuts to state spending on local schools. There are cuts that you've pledged to restore. The question everyone's asking is how are you going to pay for all that and still balance the budget?
Well, I'm the candidate that actually says how she's going to pay for it, and that is, just for example, the technical college cuts are $36 million a year, where 1 out of 5 high school grads gets their skills, and there are jobs now open for skilled workers. And one of those new tax breaks that Governor created last spring that hasn't produced jobs, that alone would fully fund the restoration of the technical college system. That's how you get people back working. You know, as I was a county executive, we had the highest job growth rate in the state. Governor Walker, of course, has the worst jobs record of any state in the nation.
But on that note with jobs, Chief Executive Magazine just moved Wisconsin up from 24th to 20th as best places to do business as a state. How can you do better than that? Well,
the results couldn't possibly be any worse. Under Governor Walker's agenda, Wisconsin lost more jobs than any state in the nation. The nation's recovering, and Governor Walker's way hasn't worked, and that's why he's being recalled.
Well, we definitely thank you for taking us up on our offer to be here with us today. You're up in Green Bay then today?
Yes.
With an event. All right, best of luck in the primary.
Nice to be here.
Thanks for your time, Kathleen.
And just a reminder, all 4 Democratic candidates will face off in the debate tomorrow at 7 p.m. We will carry that live on Channel 4.2 and on Time Warner